let's talk a little bit about Avengers, because there's been a lot of high drama this week in regards to the Avengers E tickets coming, or supposedly coming, or hypothetically coming to California Adventure, and they're more specifically their Avengers campus. I think it was WDWNT posted some pictures that, the concept art was plastered all over this new hotel in Paris, the Hotel New York, which is themed to Marvel. And it was only up there for like a day. Then Disney went in, they removed all that concept art for this e-ticket, and they replaced it with like more generic Avengers Campus artwork. Dre, what are your thoughts on this? What do you think the status right now in regards to the Avengers e-ticket? Where do we stand on this thing? I feel like we have no idea right now. There's so much going on.
So this is kind of interesting. I'm hearing conflicting reports. I'm hearing that it's been delayed. I mean, Jim Hill, if you listen to his show, he was saying that because of the tragic death of Chadwick Boseman, and this being so Wakanda heavy, that this might have delayed it a bit in that regard. That because the story was going to feature Wakanda in the way that it was, and without Chadwick Boseman's contribution, that might have shifted things around. And he was alluding to the fact that they might be waiting for Wakanda Forever, which should be released, I believe, in 2022. And seeing what the reaction is to what they do with that storyline going forward from that film, and maybe incorporating some of those ideas as a replacement to what they might have been type of Boseman heavy before. So that's kind of, that's what I've heard. But I've also heard that, he was saying it's like, well, 3 to 4 years for all new WDI projects, right? We've said that before on this show, actually. But he was alluding to the fact that maybe it's like 4 or 5 years, that out of all the projects that Walt Disney Imagineering has on its plate, and this is what I've said multiple times to you guys in privately, out of all the projects that have bubbled up out of the halls of WDI in the last 5-10 years, this one is the most likely, and I still contend that it is the most likely. However, we have been hearing to the contrary, right? I mean, I believe Orange Grove, you shared some tweets from, like, Daps and some other people and otherwise saying things might have changed substantially. We might be waiting a long, long time. I mean, I know we are, but it's just, oh God, I still contend this will happen. But will it happen in this way, or what was envisioned, or what was shown, or what was rumored? Man, I'm just not sure.
Yeah. What do you think, Rudio? What are your thoughts on the status of this Avengers E-ticket?
What's funny is it goes back kind of to the Galaxy's Edge opening, when Millennium Falcon opened, and people were like, okay, that's one cool ride. And then there was people like me who were telling everyone, like, just wait, the e-ticket, it's sitting back there. It just needs a few tweaks here or there, but it's coming. Give it 6 more months. And I think it eventually ended up being 8 months, but still, it was just like we had that in the back of our heads that this e-ticket is coming, and this land is going to be a whole different, it's going to be more immersive than what you think it is right now. And right now, with Avengers Campus still in its opening month, you're getting a lot of that feedback from guests going on Spider-Man saying, oh, that was a cool ride. Spider-Man was, from everybody's reaction from opening day, from just asking us, they were like, that was like Toy Story Mania. And it felt cool just to use the hands-free version. And I like the shows, but what's that building? Like, well, what's in there? Why are they just doing shows in there? And it's a big space. Right. And you would hope that, like, maybe sometime down the line, they put a little Easter egg saying something's in there, something's coming. But with uncertainty, it hurts, because I love the concept art. And there's a few videos out on YouTube that just are armchair Imagineering, just trying to see what this ride could potentially be. And that just hurts my heart more, because I want to see this come to life. I definitely want to see it come to life.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I echo the sentiments Dre, that like I think is coming. I really do, because the MCU is an ATM machine for Disney. It's just too big. It's money on the table, and really, what else are you going to bring to DCA that's going to bring in more money than the Avengers? I mean, there's nothing you can really do besides that. I mean, you already have the attraction. It's already gone through R&D. I imagine the research and development. Why not? You know, I'm sure Kevin. It just makes sense. And then you have Kevin Feige, who's involved, who I'm sure is pushing forward as well. He's a nerd like all of us. He wants to get this thing done. I can't imagine. And here's the other thing. A lot of fans just kind of want to fall back on, oh, well, Chapek is just cheap. Well, I mean, that's the easy kind of like the low-hanging fruit response. But I mean, the guy did announce this attraction at D23. I mean, he obviously had every intention of building it. He announced it to all these fans who he knew would latch on to every word he said. I feel like he's not adverse to building this thing. There's something going on. Maybe like what you said, Dre, with Jim Hill. Maybe like it is the Wakanda factor with the unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman. Maybe it's that. I don't know. What were you gonna say, Dre? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You know, it's even worse than the Rise of Resistance thing, because Rise, at least, I mean, you know, it was supposed to open with the land, obviously, and there was just a couple of issues holding it back, but it was all kind of there. In this way, it's just there's nothing there. There's there's not even ground clearing, and it's like, oh my god, like, is this thing ever gonna really come? And I know, we've had George on the show, and he's just like, I can't take not getting this right. I can't take another one of these. They kind of hype it up, but it's not there anymore. So, I've God, it's like when I heard the concept, it's like you're gonna be in the Quinjet, and that's why the Quinjet's up there. So it's probably going to be a Quinjet based attraction based on that. But is it going to be like Star Tours? Or is it going to be or is it going to be the version where you have a 4-point harness kind of thing? You're sitting in an attraction or ride vehicle that you think and then you just go out of it and have this kind of individualized experience that transports you right down the ground, right next to the Avengers fighting it out. Like, it sounds so unbelievably incredible. It's such a great concept, such a great idea. Everybody who's anybody wants to do that, if you're a fan of the franchise. So it's like, it's too good not to do. I mean, what if you could incorporate some of the, like, the web slinger, kind of maybe a version 2 of those things, but yeah, a wider arrangement of those, and you can take those on the ride and fight with the Avengers, alongside the Avengers that way. Like, it's just so great. It's just so perfect too for DCA, who desperately needs another big attraction.